Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the only single-player podcast for April 27th, 2015. It's been a while. We missed a few weeks, but, you know, it's whatever. Who cares, right? I'm Justin Wessinger.
We don't know what order we're going in.
I'm sorry.
I forgot.
And let's go. All right.
I'm so used to I'm Shauna, my bad.
Shauna's here. Then Reagan's here.
I'm here, yep.
And Nick's here.
Hello.
Okay, that
It's
works.
just Justin by himself.
Yeah, it's
He's the
just
only one doing the podcast.
Justin Cast. Welcome. I could do that. I could talk to myself for an hour. What? Okay, so here's another. So there's four of us in Skype, so we're gonna be talking over each other. Just a full disclosure.
Yeah.
And I'm about to throw something at you guys. First person to talk wins. What you been playing lately? Go.
I don't
Space
play video
Colony.
games.
There you go. Shauna wins.
Yeah.
Alright.
A Space Colony. Tell me about it.
It's for my next review, but I love it. It's like RTS meets that game I'm really bad at, Defense. I'm really bad at defense games, but it's like a sim defense, and it's like building a colony in space, and it's awesome.
Oh, okay. I get you.
And the dialogue is
I'll try
hilarious. Instead of like, you know, like The Sims where it's like brr, 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 they actually have like real dialogue with each other, and it's pretty amusing.
Cool. So it's like tower defense, real-time strategy, basically?
Yeah, I haven't got to the defense part yet because I'm really anxious about it, but I've been building on to like the base, and then there's like one or two times there's like aliens are nearby, and I'm like, oh god, and I quit playing the game.
That's funny. I'm not a big fan of defense games. Never was.
Me either.
I gotta have a goal, and a goal. Well, I mean, I guess that is a goal, right? But you know what I mean. Who's next? Who's been playing what next? Go.
I've been playing Chronicles, Assassin's Creed Chronicles China.
Oh, nice. How you like it?
Many subtitles. It's pretty bad, you know, to be honest. Yeah, you know, if I'm just gonna be straight up about it. So I guess I'm echo in my room right now. Sorry if that's coming through the mic. It's 2D Metroidvania situation.
Oh, is it really?
Similar to, I think it was the PSP Assassin's Creed that did a similar thing. If I remember correctly.
No, that was
I think it was called.
that was Liberation or PSP. Yeah, I'm thinking PS Vita. You're right.
No, yeah, not the Vita, the actual PSP.
Yeah,
one,
you're right.
I think they did a Metroidvania type 2D situation. So it can be done, but it's not like functionally horrible or anything. Like it's not just like a technical mess. It's really just kind of uninspired, and you know, it sort of peters out after a while.
Which I think is unfortunate because like with the Assassin's Creed, like I'm getting bored with the settings because it's all been mostly European so far, and then they come out with this thing and they're like, yeah, this one's in China. Oh, also it's a 2D platformer. I'm like,
yeah, like
come
China, Japan, that sort of 16th century Oriental.
Yeah, that'd be really
setting
cool.
was a really like, you know, prophesized setting for the Assassin's Creed series, and then and they bring it out on this 2D template, which would be okay if they had done the game well, you know.
Yeah.
But it just went to waste on something that I really hope they don't just let go of, you know. Just
it seems to me that
popular.
it seems to me that they just put this out just because so many people wanted Assassin's Creed in China. It was like, oh, let's just make a silly little.
Well, I
platformer in
just
China.
think it shows that Ubisoft isn't willing to take any risks. Because when they do take a risk, they relegate it to this little side game instead of just taking a risk with the main series.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, and the next one is London, correct? So it's like we're just we're back to another kind of the oldish European, and it's like I mean, like who doesn't want to see Asia at this point, right? In a full scope of the Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, or even somewhere in the Balkans, like early Balkans area, just something different.
Primitive cave Assassin's Creed
caveman
edition.
That'd be cool.
Let's do it. Throw rocks at each other.
I always thought it would be interesting if they just did if they just said fuck it and did like a World War II one. I think that'd be
very
really
cool.
cool.
That'd be we need more War. I was talking about this to a friend today because the Black Ops news came out, and we just need more World War II games in general because I was playing Valiant Hearts a few days ago.
That's World War I.
Oh, is it? Well,
Yep.
whatever. We'll take one more games, and it's just like this. The setting they can do like so much for so many different kinds of games.
Which is funny because World War II shooters used to be the big like we're sick
Yeah.
of this. There's way too many of them.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah, we've gone from World
And
War
now
II. We've actually followed like appropriate chronology. So
Yeah.
we've gone from like mid 2000s. We're like, oh, we're so done with World War II, and then around 2010, we're like, God, we're so done with contemporary war shooters. And now it's like 2015, we're like, God, we're so done with futuristic war
Yeah.
shooters. They're just like,
Yeah,
we're
we want
never happy.
more World War II. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
never happy. The internet's
No.
never happy. But yeah, I was playing Valiant Hearts, and god damn, that game is sad.
Yes, it is.
It's so sad.
Well, I like that it has like actual Wikipedia links to different pieces of history
Oh,
within
yeah.
it. That was really cool. That was the thing that Crusader Kings 2 did as well. Like each character in the game had a like Wikipedia link to their actual biography.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So
was
is
really
it
interesting.
actually had some historical accuracy, you mean, or like,
Yeah.
what do you mean by that?
In Crusader
Okay,
Kings.
so it's like these were real people. Oh, wait, I thought we were talking about Valiant Hearts.
Yeah, no, in Valiant
this-
Hearts there'll be like so for instance, in World War One, like God damn it, phone.
Bring
In World War One, like when troops would get mustard gas attacked and they didn't have gas masks on hand, they would basically piss onto a rag and strap it to their face to filter the mustard gas out. And so you can actually find like rags on the ground in one of the trenches in Valiant Hearts. And if you like click on it, it'll open a Wikipedia page about situations where that happened in World
Oh,
War
wow.
One.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very
That's
interesting.
So you learn something.
Yeah.
How does that work with? So Valiant Hearts didn't have a console release then.
I
it
don't
Was
know.
it? I thought it was coming to. Hang on, I'm gonna look it up. I'll look it up.
Yeah, because it may.
I played it on
Because
PC.
I'm curious how that would work, on the console.
Well, I think
'Cause
it's
does it
actually
just,
embedded
Does it just
in the-
open your browser?
No,
or-
it's actually embedded
Oh,
in the
okay.
game. Like the
Oh, okay.
files are
Okay.
within
Yeah,
the
yeah,
game.
yeah.
It is also on PS3, PS4, Xbox 360,
Yeah, I thought so.
Xbox One.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it must just be right embedded.
It's also on iOS and Android. Wow,
Huh. I didn't know that.
fun fact. But yeah, I've been playing that. It's a very sad game. The tears were flowing. But that I've been still playing Elder Scrolls Online, just sort of like daily now. It's not a big thing, and I've gotten sort of into a roguelike binge. I picked up Rogue Legacy for the first time and a few other games the other day. I've been playing Rogue Legacy all day, and it's making me mad actually because it's actually pretty hard.
That's a good one. I
Game.
like that one.
It's fun. I like it.
Have you played any actual roguelikes? Not like most people consider Binding of Isaac and Rogue Legacy to be roguelites because they have sort of roguelike elements, but there's an actual
Right.
very specific genre called roguelikes. Have you played any of those like NetHack or anything like that?
I played NetHack not recently, but I played NetHack. But yeah, I've played a few. There's a curator I follow on Steam. If I can find it, I'll pull it up. It's just basically the roguelikes curator.
Yeah, I
There's
follow that one too.
There's really good games on there that I've been checking out.
Yeah,
basically.
definitely. Have you played Rebirth at all? Binding of Isaac Rebirth?
Yes, I
That's an excellent.
try to. I've just beaten. What is it? I'm not Mega Satan, the one before Mega Satan.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
that
that's
far.
just
Like
I
regular
can't
Satan.
remember. Yeah, I think it's just
just
Satan.
boring old
yeah.
vanilla Satan.
Yeah. Did you see that there's a big roguelike sale on Steam right now?
Yes, that's why I picked up because Rogue Legacy was like $3 and a few other games. So
Yeah.
I picked up a few.
Very cool.
That's why I'm on my binge.
I already have
Speaking
all of
of
these. That's
roguelike games,
unfortunate.
I got Dungeon of the Endless.
Yeah, I've been playing that
Ooh.
too. Isn't it really good?
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, it's really hard. I like it though. I
Got
wasn't
to the
expecting
second
it
floor
either.
And wiped.
Yep, definitely. Well, because it just kind of released quietly, and then this week a whole bunch of people started talking about it out of nowhere. So I was like, well, I should probably look into that. I really
yeah,
like
it's,
it.
it's on my wish list. But if you guys like it, I'll probably be picking it up.
It's pretty good
as well.
It's one of very few roguelikes that actually has a story, but it's not in your
Nice.
face about telling it. It's very subtle with it, and
I
you
haven't
don't
picked
really
up the story yet.
you don't really connect all the dots until the end.
Interesting.
So that's probably why you haven't noticed it yet, Shauna.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool though.
And if we're promoting more than one game that we've been playing, I've also been playing the crap out of Mortal Kombat, for the record.
Nice.
Oh yeah, what do you think of that?
So it's It's good. I mean, it's like I'm happy with it. The roster, I'm a little disappointed that they like how many characters they took out. I feel like next gen, like there shouldn't have been any characters. They should have just added characters, and they've taken out a fair few. And there's just a couple tweaks. I mean, I've only had 3 fighting games that I've ever played consistently, and Mortal Kombat 9 was one of them.
Yeah.
And there's some tweaks to the combat which are just throwing me just totally off. So I'm having some trouble kind of setting a pace for it.
Coming from Mortal Kombat 9, do you like the whole like I think they're called like fighting styles or whatever?
The combat variations?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I have a problem with it. I don't think it's as revolutionary as they're promoting it to be. It's basically just like movesets.
Right.
You're basically just 3 different movesets for every character.
Well, plus it was already.
Usually,
Go ahead.
well, yeah, I was just saying, and it usually only impacts a variation with 1 button or so, give or take.
Gotcha.
For every character, and so it's just like that 1 button, occasionally 2 buttons, does different combos essentially.
Right. And plus, they already had that feature in the Marvel vs. Capcom series.
I've never played those, so I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah, there's like 3 forms. There's an Alpha, Omega, and I can't remember the other name, but each fighter has 3 forms, and it basically tweaks them slightly.
Yeah, I don't think it's as novel as they're promoting it to be, but it works fine. I don't think it takes away from the game at all. And like in the arena, the environment interactions that are basically just copy paste from Injustice, they work fine, but nothing there that's super new or anything. It seems it's good, but it seems kind of safe.
Yeah, I got that feeling too. It doesn't seem like a new. It just seems like a polished Mortal Kombat,
exactly.
Not like a new Mortal Kombat.
Right.
But I mean, hey, polished. It's good regardless.
No, I mean Mortal Kombat 9 was so good. Like any slight variation on that, I'm totally happy with. But could they have gone a little higher maybe? But 2D fighting games are one of those specific genres where it's hard. Gun to your head, it's hard to say what you could do to that kind of genre.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's like it's 2 people fighting. It's it. Like you can mess with the UI and your characters as much as you want, but at the end of the day, it's got to be 2 people fighting. So
that's a good point. Let me. I had a list here. There's a few releases that came out since we've had a podcast in a while. We could talk about a few releases. You just talked about Mortal Kombat X. We just talked about Assassin's Creed. Titan Souls was something we talked about last podcast. And if you've been keeping up with us, you've seen all this Titan Souls content we put out. I did 2 streams, and the Let's Play has like maybe a few episodes left. I need to record that actually. But we've been doing the Titan Souls Let's Play. That's wrapping up this week, and we did streams and stuff. And that's a really good game. Or not really good. I like it.
It was
it's not really good.
It was one of the only.
Slow down.
It was one of the only games I've been playing. I haven't been playing much lately because Record Store Day was last week, so I've been listening to all the new vinyl I picked up. But that was one of the games I have been playing, and I enjoyed it. My review should be going up soon. It's kind of sitting waiting to be edited right now, but yeah. There's once you beat it the first time, it unlocks a few other modes. And that's what I'm working on right now. I'm working on the no roll or run mode. Jesus.
And god damn, God, that's all I can say. I've beaten the hard mode. The hard mode was ridiculous. It's just like harder versions of the bosses, but the no run roll, that's terrible.
Does it have anything necessarily like mimetic of the actual Souls series that we know?
Not really, no.
Is it really its own little thing?
It's the only real similarity is that it's difficult and there's a lot of repetition, but that's it.
Yeah, if you're unfamiliar, it's just like boss rush basically. There's 19 bosses that are hard, but there's not really. James, one of our reviewers, he mentioned this a while ago when it released, is that there's not really like a good strategy. It's just like trying to wait for the right time to land a one-shot kill, basically.
I talked about that in my review a little bit too, and I talked about some of the comparisons to Souls, because I felt like the developers were trying to make it comparable to Souls and trying to make it hard, And most people miss this about the Souls series, is that it was never about being hard. They never sat down in their design meetings and said, all right, let's make a hard game. It just happened to be hard because...
I don't know. Were you in those design meetings? Because those are some hard-ass games.
No, well, but at least before Dark Souls 2, the director of the game specifically said that they never sat down and tried to make a hard game with, like, Demon Souls or the original Dark Souls. And so I think a lot of developers now have seen the Souls series and think it's only popular because it's hard. And so they're trying to kind of chase that. And I felt that was a problem with Titan Souls because I think it would have been a much better game if you could take, like, 2 or 3 hits instead of just 1, and bosses could take 2 or 3 hits as well. Because as it stands, a lot of the times I beat a boss, it was just because I got a lucky shot in, not because I actually, like you said, not because I actually had some specific strategy or plan in mind. I just happened to score a lucky shot and kill them. And likewise, a lot of times I died, it was just because I happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time for a split second, and so I died and had to walk all the way back to the boss. So I think if you just had like 2-3 hits, and so did the boss, it would have been a much stronger game.
Yeah. What I wanted from Titan Souls particularly was like more complexity in the bosses. I like how it is. It's pretty. It's fun. Like the gameplay's fun. But if there was more like steps, or like if bosses had more phases or something, that'd be much more interesting.
And I do think it's a good game. I just think it had way more potential than what it actually capitalized on at the end of the day.
Well, in addition to Titan Souls, which is a decent game if you want to check it out, GTA 5 PC finally released. God bless.
Hallelujah.
The day came, the day has come, and yes, the mods are already coming in.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I saw a video today that was linked to me. It's a video made in the editor using a mod where you can play as a whale.
Oh, that's
pretty
perfect.
sweet.
That's pretty awesome.
Like,
I saw someone
land.
play as the Postal Dude. That was cool.
That's
I saw someone playing as a chimpanzee with an axe, and they were calling it the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes sequel. And just running around whacking people with the axe.
That's
pretty
great.
awesome.
I'm waiting for all the legendary mods for GTA 4 to be recreated, like Carmageddon and the Avengers and all that.
Yeah, that'll be sweet.
Yeah,
be-
Iron Man. I remember the Iron Man one
Yep,
from
that was
GTA 4. That was
huge.
crazy.
Yep. Plus, Carmageddon was so much fun. As ridiculous as it was amazing.
Yeah, Carmageddon was great. And something like that on GTA 5's map in San Andreas, that'd be great.
Yep, and with the more detailed and kind of over the top character reactions, especially with like all how the civilians react in the game,
Yeah.
I think it would be really interesting and fun.
There's a lot more variation in just like the options of settings too,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
GTA 5. You have city, you have downtown, you have suburbs, you have mountains, desert, ocean, like all this kind of stuff.
Definitely.
There's room for anything, so I'm excited for that. I did see, I don't know if you guys have like seen some of the shorts and machinimas and whatever being made through the editor, but it looks really really neat. It doesn't seem to be very complex. Like I feel like we said this last time, that it seems like a tool for people starting out on this kind of thing. But from what I've seen so far, it looks really neat.
Would you say there's more people using that than their own kind of independent stuff, or
Maybe now, since it's still in the news,
Still kind
but
of new, yeah.
it does. It looks like it lets you. From what I've seen, I haven't used it myself, so I'm a little bit of talking out of my ass. But from what I've seen, it looks like there's a lot of like camera options. So like, I think how it works is that you can like play. You can like make it record, and then you can play, like you can do something in the game, and then you can take that recording and like look at it from different angles. You can, or have like NPCs do stuff while in that recording and stuff like that. I think that's how it works.
Well, yeah, I mean
Again,
that sounds
I
a
don't
lot like the cinematic view option that
Right.
that the game already has, where it's just like at any time you can switch between multiple camera angles. And I imagine that is probably just overlaid right on the all the footage you take. That
Yeah.
option to just switch through.
If I had to guess, it draws from the same code well.
yeah.
But it's pretty neat seeing stuff like that. I knew that even good filmmakers and amateurs alike would be able to make some cool things. So that's what I've seen so far. So good.
Good job.
Good job. Those were really the biggest releases. Is anything else a release that you guys mentioned recently, like this month? I think those are the biggest ones.
Killing Floor 2 went into early access.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's fun.
It is fun.
I did a video on it. It's good, very good.
Crypt of the Necrodancer just came out.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Have you played that? Has anybody
Yes,
played that?
I have.
Is that
played
good?
Yes, it's
Cool.
Yes. When it
Is that your final answer?
Yes. When it works, it's amazing, but when it doesn't work, it's really boring. But it works more often than it doesn't. So there you go.
That's interesting. Yeah, so those games came out. I've seen Crypt of the Necrodancer. It seems fun. That's all I can say about it.
It's just an interesting new way to play. Because the mechanics itself, when you get down to like the bare mechanics of the game, there's nothing special. It's very boring. It's just everything is controlled with the arrow keys. That's it. Like picking up gold, walk over it, open a door, walk to it. Everything is controlled via the arrow keys. So it's really boring when you think about it. But moving to the beat creates this kind of weird strategy where you have to kind of dance around the rooms to get people in the right positions you want them in, and then make sure you're attacking at the right time. It's really interesting.
Interesting, definitely. So those are the biggest releases of April, and you know what time we've missed.May's coming up, and you know what releases in May?
I'm assuming Witcher 3.
God, yes, that's
That's right.
Can I take a stab at that?
You have guessed correctly. I can't wait. I feel like each podcast we've done, I've mentioned Witcher 3,
Probably.
which is a good thing.
I feel
think.
like I've waited so long that it's just not gonna come out.
Ever.
It's a
Yeah.
myth now. in my head.
Half-Life 3 syndrome.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's the Half-Life reason.
But
Yeah, that's. Oh, sorry. Well, yeah, I was just saying that's one of those games that's like it's so high profile and so much media has been released on it. It's almost kind of oversaturated to the point where it's like I don't want to see anything else. You know, I don't
get
want
it.
to see
I
any
don't-
more videos on it. Like I just want to play it.
Yep.
I
I
tend
don't
to-
watch trailers or look at screenshots or anything
Right,
for
yeah,
games
same
that
way.
I'm interested in.
yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah. I like when Bloodborne came out, I'd seen a trailer and that was it. And it was just the trailer I had to watch to edit the most anticipated video.
That's funny. Yeah, I tend to stay away, but yeah, we there's a lot of coverage on Witcher 3. There's a lot of screenshots and trailers and stuff, and we put a few up on the site too. That's fine. But from everything that we've seen, of course it isn't out yet, so it's hard to say. But from everything we've seen, it looks like it might topple Skyrim as the open world RPG.
That's not
At this
very
point,
hard to
it
do.
better.
Yeah, right. For everything
get
that's
that, yeah.
for all the hype. Oh my god, the greatest game of all time.
Well, plus we
will-
haven't
it
even
will be.
seen the highest graphical settings yet.
That's true.
None of the existing footage or screenshots of the game have been on the highest settings. They've said they're saving that for gamers to see themselves.
Good.
So, yeah.
Good on Microsoft for using PC footage and not their own footage.
Yeah.
On the Xbox, and then lying about it.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, Witcher 3 is coming out next month, 2 days after my birthday.
One day after my birthday. How about that?
Holler, high five over the
Right
internet.
on. Virtual high
Um,
five.
Yes. Also, to add to that, I'll be doing a very special stream. Probably it's going to be a few streams. I want to do this for a while. I'll be streaming the entirety of Witcher 2 on our new stream page
I will be watching that.
the week before the Thursday before release, which is like the 14th or something. I was starting there, and I'll be playing. I'll play on my birthday, which is a Sunday. I'll probably play on your birthday, Nick, which is that Monday.
Right on.
Whenever we finish the game, we'll finish the game.
Be my Witcher 3 surrogate.
Yes.
You think you can power through Witcher 2 in a week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've never
Alright.
you've never played Witcher. Oh, okay.
No,
was
I
confused.
have
Okay,
played.
Yeah.
I played Witcher 2, yeah. And I want to get whoever's watching to make most of the decisions there. I'll probably
do
play
like
on,
a
probably play on
you could
easy.
do like a Pokemon or Twitch plays Pokemon
Yeah.
situation.
Twitch plays
You can just
Witcher.
let everyone else play it.
That'd be terrible.
Through like really
Witcher's,
simplistic. Yeah, that'd be hard.
Witcher's super
That'd be-
hard, like
Yeah.
regardless. So like, we'd be there for a while. But that'd be interesting. Check that out. Little plug, self plug. But yeah, Witcher 3's coming out, and that's pretty much all I have to say about it. It's good. As far as some big news happened recently. Two things in particular kind of happened side by side. But we mentioned last podcast that we would be able to see some new Star Wars Battlefront stuff soon at the Star Wars Celebration. And Star Wars Celebration has come and passed, and we saw a trailer. It wasn't gameplay. I mean, it was gameplay, but it wasn't gameplay. It was in-game assets, I think.
It was rendered in engine, but it wasn't actual gameplay.
Gotcha.
That's one of the, like, those phrases that's always misconstrued in the gaming. What that actually
definitely.
means.
It's a gameplay trailer, but it's not a trailer of gameplay. It's a trailer for
Right.
gameplay.
Yeah, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Which doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's just a trailer.
That's developer lingo for it probably won't look this good.
Yeah, exactly.
In game.
But it hyped up Star Wars fans, i.e. me and whoever else, and they released a little bit of information on the game itself, how it's going to play and stuff. That trailer that was actually released, that's actually depicting one of the game modes, which seems to be sort of like Rush from Battlefield, where the Empire has an AT-AT, and they have to get the AT-AT from one point of the map to the other point, and the rebels have to stop it by calling in an airstrike.
Oh, that's cool.
By capturing different points around the map, sort of like it seems like it's like a mix between Rush and like I forget, it was either Battlefield 1942 or 43, where you had to capture like the silos around the map.
That was 42.
Okay, it's sort of like a mix of those. And
sounds
it's pretty
like
interesting.
The mode from TF2 as well, where you have to get the minecart from one end of the map to the other.
But and they released a few other bits of information, which absolutely pissed off everybody in the internet.
Yeah, oh my god. People lost their minds.
The game's not even like anywhere near being done. I don't.
Yeah.
Think,
well, I mean, people love any reason to hate EA.
That's true.
You know?
That's
anything
true.
they can get their hands on, they'll go to town on it.
But the details, and this, keep in mind that this is all they've said. They said that there won't be a campaign for Battlefront, but in lieu of that, they'll have what's called Battlefront missions. I think that was called. Whereas basically just like maps, just the maps for multiplayer, but different objectives. Which, I mean, the other Battlefronts didn't really have a campaign to begin with, so I don't understand.
And that's exactly what
mad.
the quotes campaigns in the first two were anyway, and people still love those, and that's why they're excited for this one anyway. So I don't get it, but whatever.
And also,
they were just campaigns in the sense of multiplayer matches with AI bots.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like, that was So it's like, who cares?
And a lot of the people are pissed that I don't know if this is confirmed. I don't think it's confirmed. I haven't fact checked, so. But a lot of people are saying there's no space battles. But I don't think anyone.
I have heard that too.
Yeah, that's confirmed. What?
Confirmed.
There's
by
one
developer?
unconfirmed element of it though. There's a rumor floating around. I don't know what started it. I think it may have been a developer comment, but there's a rumor floating around that space battles will be DLC.
That's what I figured
Oh, wow.
anyway.
Yeah.
Also, the AT-AT isn't drivable. I heard.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
that's right.
really?
It's just like a mounted gun that walks forward. And,
at least in that
shoot
game
from it.
mode. At least in that game mode.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Like I said, there's not a whole lot of information, so I feel like a lot of people that have taken a lot of stuff out of context here. But apparently, confirmed there won't be space battles. Probably be DLC. A lot of people are mad about that. Like a lot of people.
I think that one's a little more justifiable. If they just don't have space battles, period, and it's just infantry and ground vehicle combat, fine. But if they take the space battles out specifically to release them as DLC, that I have a big problem with. Because that's a big part of the game.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure they're gonna have aerial battles, like.
Right. Yeah. The
regardless.
Earth maps or like the planet maps had.
There's gonna be
that's
like
already...
like you can hop in a speeder or whatever, or a X-wing and just fly around.
That gameplay trailer had footage of X-wings flying around on Hoth.
Right.
So.
Yeah, there you go. It's just like imagine the scale of Battlefield 4, giant maps, giant air dogfights in the air, everything else going around, and it's gonna be Star Wars. And that's a weird thing to say because a lot of people are worried as well that it's just gonna be a Battlefield reskin.
Dude, I don't care. I will give them my money right now for a Star Wars Battlefield reskin.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I don't see anything wrong with that. Like,
yeah.
Battlefield's fun. It's a good game.
Let's be real. If someone made a Battlefield mod that reskinned everything Star Wars, people would shit their pants over it.
Yeah, there was a Call of Duty 4 mod that reskinned everything
Yeah, that
Star
mod
Wars.
was awesome too.
I think people are still playing that too.
Very few, but yes.
Oh, I never played it. I wish I did. I never owned COD 4 on PC, but yeah, there you go. Like if there was a mod, people do it. But like I don't think DICE would try to like skimp out on this. Like they're professionals, and I trust them as a developer. Their work has been good, so I'm not really worried, to say the least. But a lot of people are pissed.
I'm just waiting right now to see. My only concern is the trailer didn't excite me, and I think it's just because I'm a jaded prick. But so my first concern is what the game is actually going to look like because there was no actual gameplay footage.
Mm-hmm.
And then my second concern that I'm waiting to see is how bad EA is going to nickel and dime on DLC. Once I get those two things down, then I'll start being excited.
Now, to sort of reassure you a little bit, they have announced that there is going to be DLC. It's releasing November 17th as well. That's another bit of information. It's releasing November 17th. I assume just Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC. I assume.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And there's going to be a DLC coming out in December, but it's free.
Okay.
There's free DLC coming out in December, and you get it like a few weeks early in December if you pre-order the game. But it's still free regardless.
Right.
And it's the Battle of Jakku, which for all you not fans out there that you don't know, the Battle of Jakku was the big battle that happened after Episode 6. That was like the fall of the Empire, basically. And it's a huge battle, so like I'm pretty excited. If you saw that Star Wars trailer, you guys see the movie trailer?
Yeah.
That opening scene with the falling Star Destroyer on the ground, that's Jakku.
Okay, cool. It's cool that they're digging into the extended universe already, because I figured they'd do that eventually, but I didn't think they'd do that early. That's cool.
I figured like they'd take the best of the extended universe, and that'd be the new canon.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Battle of Jakku will be a free DLC. I think it's just going to be like a map, maybe a game mode. But that's going to be free a month after. No doubt there's going to be paid DLC afterwards.
Yeah, but I'm interested to see how they tie this into Episode 7 as well.
Mm-hmm. They said that it's going to be the original trilogy saga only, so the Galactic Civil War. But they said they will be, like Jakku, there was going to be more things that in the game that tie Episode 6 to Episode 7. So like things that exist in between that time, for like before Episode 7, after Episode 6. We'll be able to play stuff in the game, which I sort of expected already, but it's good to actually hear it. But that's pretty much it, and everybody's lost their minds over that little bit of information. Yay, I guess.
Yep.
I mean, that's all we can say. There's no other information. That's all that we were giving. People
Star Wars and EA are the two things nerds love to rage about.
Yeah,
that
is true.
Yeah, like you said, anyone will find something to hate on EA about. Of course, they're justified in that. I agree.
Sometimes,
but I'm excited to see Battlefront, excuse me. Regardless, coming this year, yes.
Yep, I didn't think they'd be dropping it that early either.
Yep, I was afraid it'd get pushed.
Yeah, well, even if it did get pushed,
it still could.
But yeah.
But yeah, that'll be coming, and shortly to segue, shortly after everybody lost their minds over Battlefront, everybody then lost their minds over Steam and mods. And Reagan and I just talked about this in the forum that you'll be seeing later this week. But now you can pay for mods on Steam, and nobody likes it. Everybody's angry again.
You can pay for mods, meaning you can charge for them, right?
Yes, modders can
buy
submit
them.
mods
Right, yeah.
as paid mods, basically.
Valve introduced a new feature. I guess it's sort of like a beta feature. It's not really a thing yet. But now, modders for Skyrim, just Skyrim, you can put up a mod on the Steam Workshop, and you can charge for it. Right now, there's not a lot of information. A lot of people are assuming things. I think with the same thing as the Star Wars. There might be a limit on what you can charge. There might also be you can pay whatever you want for the thing, sort of like how Humble Bundle does the thing. You can just pay whatever price. And a lot of people are mad because the whole thing with modding and the whole thing that PC Master Race sort of supports is that you can just get mods for free, and that's the sort of the perk for PC Master Race. And now they're taking that away. God damn it!
Yeah, but they aren't.
Yeah, they're still free mods.
Yeah, that's why I don't think
they're not
this is
taking anything away,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
they're giving us an option, which we
Right.
don't necessarily have to adhere
There's
to.
no restriction here. This
Right.
just
Which is why me and Justin and I don't really think this is as big of a deal as people are making it out to be, because they aren't taking anything away.
yeah.
It's just more options for your gaming, more stuff for you, and more
yeah.
stuff for
Yeah, pretty much.
developers to take advantage
it's
of.
Yeah, so support developers, support modders, support Steam. I support Steam as there's some things wrong with Steam, but I've said on numerous accounts how much I love Steam.
Yep. Well, and another angle to come at this from, which I don't think we really talked about in the forum because I just now thought of it, but if there is some sort of developer cut for it, say like the developer gets a percentage of the profits from mods for their game, it's going to encourage more developers to make modding tools for their game and make modding more accessible.
Yeah, which is what I'd definitely love to see more modding tools released for games. That'd be great. But yeah, like you and I said again on the forum, the biggest good things that can come out of this is just more mods, higher quality mods. The only issue that right now looks like that might be an issue is like over-regulation on Steam. You know, PC Master Race likes getting the mods that they want to get, and if they can't get the mods that they want to get, then they'll bitch about it.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that happens. But yeah, it's interesting to see if you make your mods, charge for them, make your money, go make more mods.
As long as you don't make shit mods, then don't charge for them. Please,
Yeah.
thank you.
And Nexus mods are still free, by the way.
Yep. Always
There's
got
still
the
free
Nexus.
mods on the workshop. There's
There's
you
free
don't
mods
have to
everywhere.
charge.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
there's-
completely optional, and it's just another source of revenue for developers. There will always be free mods. Just like there's always free games, too. I mean, when Steam came around and had this easy form of digital distribution available on PC, that doesn't mean there weren't any more free games online. I mean, it was just another way to get games.
Today, actually, well, this is coming out tomorrow, but yesterday, we got our first taste at this year's Call of Duty, Black Ops 3. Amen. It doesn't look bad.
Was that a good sound or a bad sound? I can't tell.
It was a bad sound.
Oh,
It was
okay.
a bad sound.
I don't know. I'm interested.
Or
How
who's
could you be interested? I'm sorry, I had
I'm
to say
interested.
something.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
So you don't hang on before we go on. Let's have everybody's stances on Call of Duty. A like or dislike.
I like it.
Shauna.
I want to
No
say
middle
this
ground.
like on the pure basis that of what I've seen. I've only played like Modern Warfare 3 very little. Like I don't know much about it at all.
It's one of the bad
So,
ones.
that being said, what I know, I don't really care for. Because it's the exact same thing all the time.
But it's
I
fun.
Yeah,
See, I don't
it's-
care if it's the same thing as long as it's fun to play. Like that's my thing.
Yeah, for me, like it hasn't changed a lot. We have seen a lot of change. Like Advanced Warfare, I think was the biggest change. And I haven't played Advanced Warfare. I was way into Call of Duty a while back, but I've stopped playing it now. But I don't dislike it. It works. It's the gameplay is fun.
Yeah.
Or at least to me.
Well, and the series has always been about iteration over innovation. It's more about tweaking the ideas that they have slightly
Right.
to improve them rather than coming up with big new ones, which is just what
And
they're doing with Black Ops 3. They're iterating on what Infinity Ward
Mm-hmm.
did with Advanced Warfare. At least that's what it looks like. I've only seen one
So-
trailer, so...
So Nick,
Well,
you
technically, yeah, okay, so me personally, I would hazard a guess to say I have more total hours of Call of Duty than all three you combined.
Probably.
I would guess, I don't know how much Call of Duty you guys play, but 4 through like Modern Warfare 1, like Call of Duty 4, Modern
yes,
Warfare
that's
1,
my favorite.
through probably Black Ops 2. I didn't play any other games more that year than each iteration of Call of Duty. I've probably thousands of hours into Call of Duty right now. I don't even know how many. And since Black Ops 2, it's got progressively less and less. I'm just so over it. Like, in Modern Warfare or Advanced Warfare, I mean, it's probably the one I played the least, just because it's. No, first of all, I should say is that the Infinity Ward versions I've always greatly preferred over.
Yes, I'm the same way.
I'm the
ones.
opposite, so...
purely multiplayer, because I think the Infinity War ones prioritize a little more precision and a little more tactics.
To
than
interrupt you
the-
real quick,
yeah.
I hate Black Ops. I hate, like, those are my least favorite Call of Duties out of all of them.
Now I love zombies mode. I am a religious zombies fan. I actually only get the season pass for the Treyarch ones exclusively for zombies. But as far as the multiplayer goes, yeah, like I feel like the Infinity Ward versions have always been a little more precise, a little more tactical, and the Black Ops ones are just such twitch fests.
I feel the
Just
same way. And
so close and so just spastic, and I could never, and it just slowly just wore me down to the point where Advanced Warfare is operating on some variation of the Black Ops engine. It's closer to Black Ops than the Modern Warfare series, and I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. It's like, it's not, you can't go 2 seconds without you getting blindsided, or it's such a cluster. you
Yeah,
know?
I kind of like that, though. I've always liked the Treyarch ones more a little bit, because I just prefer the Twitch gameplay, because like I'm a hardcore Counter-Strike player. So like if I want something precise and tactical, I'll generally go play Counter-Strike. So just to have something different in the form of like a really fast Twitch shooter is what I like about Call of Duty. So, and plus I don't know what it is. The Treyarch versions of the games have always felt a little less polished, but a little just more fun to me. I can't really put my finger on it though.
for me, Call of Duty 4 was my favorite, and MW2 was very close. Those are my biggest played ones. The Modern Warfare, like you, Nick, the Infinity Wards are my favorite. And I only hate Black Ops multiplayer. Zombies are great. They do a good job with zombies. The campaign story for Black Ops has been interesting. The Black Ops 2 story was a bit lacking, but I did like.
Yeah, I've always thought the Treyarch stories were way better than the Infinity Ward stories.
Yeah,
also.
definitely.
Yeah, I mean that's I think a lot of people can agree the same. But I'm interested in Black Ops 3 because a few things. I saw Advanced Warfare was the first Call of Duty to really like sort of change up the formula in a big way, with the exosuits. Now I haven't played it now, so a little bit more of talking out of my ass here, but it is different. Like a lot of people, I'm sure you can agree, and this Black Ops is now benefiting from the 3-year dev cycle that the Call of Duties are now allowed since Sledgehammer has joined the mix.
Yeah.
So I am interested to see what they could do. The trailer that released today/yesterday didn't really do anything for me. It just now we have cyborgs.
I was interested in it because I did really like Advanced Warfare. I made a review of it. It's on my channel, but don't watch it because it's garbage. So
Good promotion.
what was I gonna say? But it looks like they're
you
just
like Advanced Warfare.
yeah, and it looks like they're just improving on the ideas that were already there. So I'm interested to see what.
Yeah,
they
it's
do.
like Advanced Warfare was my least favorite, hands down. And I'm watching this trailer. I'm like, this is Advanced Warfare, 100%. Like, I could not take the Advanced Warfare trailer in this trailer and take away any discernible difference between the two. It's like, hey,
Really?
we're going from the future to even the more future. Like, you know,
They
after
said-
a while, we're just like, all right, you know, you have a good imagination for what future warfare will look like. We get it.
They said though that there will be no exosuits. So a lot of
I saw an exosuit in that. I can point out an exosuit in that trailer.
They-
So that
they
is a lie.
they said no exosuits.
But they
That is
do
a
they
lie.
do all the same things. Yeah, I saw someone do like the little exosuit jump in the trailer. So
Well,
they're
it-
No,
probably
yeah, and
gonna
I'm not
have the
even.
same
I'm not even
thing.
talking about like. I'm not even talking about like, you know, having mechanics built onto themselves. I'm talking
Yeah.
literally. If you guys remember what the exosuit looked like,
Uh-huh.
it was like that one branch down your arm. Some guy had that led to like
gonna-
a
I'm
wrist
gonna go watch it
control
again.
thing. Like it was
Look for an
literally
exosuit.
I'm
there.
gonna do that
Like, I'm
because
like,
I believe you.
This is just advanced
I
warfare.
believe you.
I believe I believe too.
Oh,
That's
man.
fine. But yeah, they said that you won't be playing with exosuits, but it looks like you're gonna be like a cyborg. So it's not gonna be any kind of difference anyway. It looks like you'll just have more stuff. It looks like
Right. Yeah.
you can have like it looks like in the trailer at least the guy had like a robot arm. And he had like guns in it or whatever.
Yeah, come on, you can have gun
Can
arms.
punch
How
super
bad
fast
could it
and stuff.
possibly be?
Right, exactly what you did in Advanced Warfare.
True,
right?
true.
It's like, from a gameplay standpoint, what is the practical difference between being a cyborg or having a robot, exoskeleton? It's like, you're going to be doing the same thing.
Yeah, I don't think there's any
know.
big practical difference, but I think they're just going to tweak and kind of prune the formula.
See,
As
this
far
is
as,
why I'm so against it. You're paying full price for a game you've
That's
played
true.
for 15 years with only slight changes. Like, I don't get
Is
it.
Call of Duty really 15 years old?
I have no idea that was a number I just
Actually,
heard.
Wow.
I
was,
feel like it's been like
okay.
15 years.
I was going to say,
the number
really?
earlier.
That seems really old.
I'm looking it up. I think the first one came out at least in the
2000?
I don't think 2000 because that was when Deus Ex came out, and that seems 2003.
Right,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
12 years old.
2003, right?
So I was close.
It's just crazy that there's. I was thinking about it earlier today because when I watched the trailer, it's like these games have come out every year, and there's so many now. It's actually really crazy how many Call of Duties there are in such a short time.
They better get Trent Reznor to do the soundtrack again. I'll be disappointed if they don't. Anyway,
I'm mostly interested in the story, because it looks like there's a theme across the Black Ops arc, because in Black Ops 2 it was like it was sort of future, but like some bad guy took over drones and drones caused this big war. And now it looks like in the new game, some bad, or this is my speculation, looks like some bad guy is just gonna take over like a dude because he's half robot, and then it's gonna shit's gonna hit the fan.
dude, can they make a RoboCop game already, please? Thank you.
That'd be dope.
Dude, I want a first-person shooter RoboCop so bad.
Call
I
of
watched that
Duty
movie for like
15.
the I watched that movie for like
Yeah,
the 15th
yeah, it's coming.
time yesterday.
It's coming.
It's so good.
Yeah, there needs to be an open world first person RoboCop game.
Definitely.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
I would play that.
I want another World War II Call of Duty with our super next gen.
Yeah, I want
Or even-
a next
that's
gen
what I wanna see.
Destructible environment
Yeah.
World War II game.
Or even Vietnam, where like the two most interesting levels in Black Ops were the ones that took place in I believe Khe Sanh, and it was only like 2 levels, and I wanted a Vietnam shooter so bad at the time, but there were only like 2 levels that were actually in Vietnam, so yeah.
Oh, another thing too is that this which I like is that Black Ops 3 will have 4-player co-op campaign.
Oh, really? That's confirmed?
I think so. Pretty sure.
That's interesting because that's the first time we've seen that since World at War.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, which I like. I'm all for co-op, even though we're only
And zombies are back, so I'm already sold.
Zombies are back. Yep.
Just regardless of how much hate I'm gonna give it, I'm gonna buy it day and date regardless. 'Cause I'm a sucker for zombies.
I'm the same way. I've played I've played Call of Duty a lot. You probably do have more hours than me, but I did play it a lot to where like I have like a Call of Duty itch, but which is gone now because I haven't played it in a while. But like I used to be like, new Call of Duty this year, but then I end up buying it because I want to play
Right?
it.
Yeah.
Whoa,
I've
they've already
every one
announced.
Despite all my hate
They've
for it.
already announced the PC specs for the game. How even? There was one trailer.
Is it even like developed? Like
Apparently
close
so.
Is
they have to have
development cycle?
they have to be like into core optimization if they've already got specs out.
Yeah,
I mean, I
they're
guess
so used to running on 2-year cycles, right?
Yeah,
they probably
they're already
they probably
way
got
ahead.
done. They still have a year to go. They're
Yeah,
like, now
that's
what
a
do we
good
do?
point.
That's true. But you don't need a very powerful rig to play it either. You only need 1 gig
doesn't look
dedicated
very
VRAM.
good. I mean, just based off that trailer, I was like, these are not next-gen graphics. I mean, that might be really petty. That's kind of like a petty mindset to take nowadays. Like, oh, it should be as next-gen as possible. And it's like, whatever, but like, it does not look very
No,
good.
I
think
get
for
it.
that-
It does look like a step back from Advanced Warfare.
It does,
Yeah,
doesn't
it
it?
does, I
Like, a
agree.
notable step
Yeah,
back.
I definitely agree with
What
that.
is the deal? I mean, the Treyarch games have always just been like not quite pushing the limit of the graphics hardware
felt-
as much
yeah, I
as
felt the same way
the
too.
Infinity Ward ones. But still, like, make the effort. Come on.
It's definitely interesting. I want to see like a legit gameplay trailer. It's not going to be anything different than what we've seen, but
Yeah,
from past
probably
Call
won't
of
see
Duties.
anything till E3.
Probably. But that's 2 months away. Not even.
Oh,
Month and a half.
and then the other big piece of news was, according to Guillermo del Toro,
yes,
Silent Hills
yes,
is no
almost
longer in
forgot.
development.
Rip in peace.
Yeah.
Silent
The
Hill.
one that had
Norman
the-
Reedus
had,
in it.
Norman
Yeah.
Norman Reedus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Norman Reedus.
Reedus or
And
whatever,
PT
Reedus, whatever.
PT's being pulled. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
PT's being pulled from PlayStation.
So
Store as
even
well.
if they haven't officially
Wow.
announced the cancellation, but even if the game isn't officially canceled, Kojima isn't going to be involved, Guillermo del Toro isn't going to be involved, Norman Reedus isn't
Right.
going to be involved. So it's not, even if they do make it, it's
not
not going to
what
be
they
the
were
same
saying
game.
It was anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a pretty sad face because that's pretty big. That could have been.
Pete,
I can't even imagine.
Like,
yeah, PT
another
was
Silent Hill
really
game?
cool too.
Yeah, a lot of people lost their shit over PT.
Yeah, like what could possibly be the reasoning behind that? It can't be funding because people were losing their minds over that.
No, I'm guessing it's something to do with Kojima and Konami and all that.
Some sort of
Yeah,
Studio
he's
politics.
leaving.
Yeah.
He's leaving Konami, right? So he's like,
Well, they haven't. They're keeping
or
hush hush
what-
about it, but yes, he's leaving.
right, yeah. So there's probably some funky stuff going on.
Yeah, that would be my guess.
But yeah,
because
that's,
PT was hugely popular, so there wouldn't be any other reason for them to just come along and cancel it unless it had something to do with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty sad to
Sad
see. Doesn't mean that Silent Hill's not happening. It's not happening to the capacity that we were expecting. I probably know this already, but Konami still has Metal Gear, right? That's like Konami's thing. Okay. What I want from Metal Gear after Solid 5, I just want them to reboot it and go a new direction. Like I feel like that's the best way for the series to grow at that point.
I mean, it should
a
have been
little
done a
side
long time ago. I'm doing my next revisiting the classics is on Metal Gear Solid, so I've been reading books
Solid.
and getting deep into the history of all that and fun stuff. But Kojima was done making it after the first Metal Gear. Like a lot of people don't know this. It's
Yeah,
Metal
yeah.
Gear,
He's
Metal Gear
been
2, and then
not
Metal
wanting
Gear
to do it.
Solid. He was done after Metal Gear.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been going on far longer than he was interested in making it. I feel like it's very stretched out at this point. I'm still excited for 5, but it needs a new director. It needs a new direction to go in, or it just needs to be over. One of the three.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see what happens. It's pretty sad that Silent Hill would have been like a huge
I
game.
really
like
think it would
big
have been
success.
good, but
I've never been into the Silent Hill games, but I know they're massive. They're huge.
yeah. Well, we'll never know what it would have been now.
Rip. Before we go over some of the OSP stuff happening and wrap up, I want to just mention they I don't know if it was leaked or released, but there's some details about the next gen Mass Effect, and huge BioWare fan here. They talked about some of the games, and it's going to be happening in what's called the Helios cluster, which is in the same galaxy in Andromeda, but it's somehow going to be separated from everything that has happened with the Shepard saga. So apparently the actions of the first 3 Mass Effect games will not affect this game, whether that means it's in a different time period or the same
Yeah,
time
'cause
period.
that went so well last time.
Did they really name it the Helios cluster?
Is Helios or Helios something like
that's
that?
a sneaky programming joke.
Oh, really?
Yes, there's a type of encoding in Java code called Helios cluster.
Let me see if I can find our news article real quick. But yeah, it's going to be coming out. It looks like it's mostly exploration based. You lead a crew in the Helios cluster, and hang on, let me just find this article.
Sounds like a No Man's Sky.
That's
God,
also a moon base on Borderlands. Just saying.
what
The
Helios?
Helios cluster or just Helios?
No, just Helios.
Yeah, and then Helios 1 in Fallout series.
Oh yeah.
So.
And then there's that god, that Greek god.
Yep,
oh my
that
god.
too. There's a lot of
Twists.
There's a lot of Helios.
Connecting the
many-
dots. Connecting the dots.
Tonight on podcast, Helios.
They're making
the
a
hidden
they're
message.
making a God of War Borderlands Mass Effect crossover.
Yep.
I'd play that.
Do it.
All right. Well, I can't find the news, so we're just gonna skip it. Anyway, to wrap up, before we wrap up, there's been a lot going on in OESP, and we've said this before, but this is legit. There's a lot been going on. You may have seen.
Before we were lying. we're legit
Yes,
now.
before
Until-
not a lot was going on, but now a lot's going on. We've changed our theme again. We did it recently in like January or whatever, but we changed our theme. It looks great now. Looks very legit. Easy to read articles, easy to navigate. If you haven't checked our site, check it, onlysp.com. In addition to our site, we are putting out new content. You may have seen Reagan's first video of revisiting the classics, where we talked about Legend of Zelda.
And the Metal Gear Solid 1 will be going up tonight, or I suppose it's yesterday when this podcast goes up. So
Soon, so you'll see that soon as well. We have more forums coming out. We mentioned that we have a forum coming out on the whole Steam mods thing coming out later this week. You may have seen all the Let's Plays I've been doing. Well, the Let's Play I've been doing. We have more Let's Plays to come. If you enjoy it, let me know. And we are I think the biggest thing, apart from this new site thing, is that we're doing live streams every day.
Woo.
Not every day. Not every day.
Oh.
Twice a week. Twice a week. Sorry, not sorry. Nobody's got time for that.
I was about to say, no one told me
Ain't
this.
nobody got time for that.
Surprise! No, we have we will be streaming every Tuesday and Thursday night on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/onlysp_Twitch. It's a pretty bad name, but I didn't make it. So every Tuesday and Thursday night. Tuesday nights we'll be playing a brand new game, like as in just released, so we can showcase that game. You know, sort of like first impressions, but in stream form. And every Thursday we just play whatever we want. And if you want to suggest something for us to play, then play it. I'm already planning for this Thursday to do a roguelike stream where I'm going to play Rogue Legacy, probably some Binding of Isaac, probably that other game that I can't think of the name right now. And, of course, Witcher. I mentioned I'll be streaming Witcher 2 next month. We'll probably be streaming Witcher 3. I don't know if I'll be able to run that, so somebody else is going to have to stream Witcher 3, which makes me very sad.
I could do that if we.
I mean, not to brag, but
I mean, yeah, I don't want to, but I'll take the hit for the team.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way
I felt like
at all that Witcher 3 is going to be overrun.
I felt like kind of a dick the other day. I didn't even mean to do it. I didn't think until I did it afterwards. But like, Nick posted some story about the specs for Arkham Knight on Twitter, and some guy commented and was like, "Oh, my computer can't run that." And I was like, "Yeah, my Dual 7970 should be able to handle that." I didn't even think about.
such a dick.
I know. I didn't even think about it until after I already did it.
That's funny.
Sucks to be poor.
But yeah, we have streams every week, every Tuesday and Thursday. That Witcher 2 whole thing, that might go over a few days. So just keep in mind, I've said this a lot. We've all said this a lot. But follow us on Twitter. Like, seriously. Do it. Because we put out a lot of information. It's probably the best way to stay in touch, unless you just see the site every day. We put a lot of stuff on the site that newsworthy about us, I guess. So in the streaming schedule is on the site. If you go to onlysp.com, it's on the sidebar. There's also a whole page dedicated to live streaming on the site. You'll see it. It's called OSP Live. Pretty exciting. And so you don't even have to go to Twitch to watch us. You can just go to the site. It'll be on the site. Like, whoa. And the schedule's there. Everything's there. Streams happening. And the summer giveaway series is happening soon. Like, just before E3, I think. So,
Yep.
we'll be giving you some games for free. Maybe. If you win. But yeah, so that's exciting so that's a lot happening. Keep up with us. The streams will always be happening. Streams. I'll stream. Shauna, you streamed GTA the other day.
Yep.
That you're pretty good at GTA, I must say.
I am the best
professional
gamer for GTA ever.
1v1, bro.
Yeah, we can have a GTA tournament and Shauna will wreck us all.
A GTA tournament.
But yeah, so we'll be streaming. I would like to do some like multiplayer streams. Just we can break
Just
the meta.
for fun.
Just for fun.
I would totally do a CS:GO stream.
Maybe we can sneak a CS:GO
I
stream on
want to.
Thursday, Reagan.
As
I'll
long as
stream
you're
it.
the only one on the map, you're good to go. You just can't play with it.
I
Just
mean,
play a
yeah,
bot
technically.
match.
Just single player. That'll be entertaining for sure. So be sure to follow us. If you follow on the Twitch, you'll get an email notification whenever. If you follow us on Twitter, we'll tell you when we're streaming. All that good stuff. This new site theme. Excuse me, and just it's a lot of stuff happening. It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
When a lot of stuff happens again, like when we get to talk about it again, then I'll say that this time not a lot of happened.
Yeah.
So
We'll cover our bases. Don't worry.
yeah. So I think that's a podcast. What do you think about Black Ops, Star Wars, and the whole mods on Steam thing? Are you excited for Witcher 3? Of course you are. You don't need to answer.
You're wrong if you think you have a choice.
Yes, you are wrong if you answered no. I can't wait, to be honest with you guys.
It'll be pretty cool.
I did
It'll
not
be a
know,
good
Justin.
game.
I had no idea that you wanted to play this game. Not a clue.
Did you? I don't know if I said this already, but I can't wait for Witcher. Anyway.
Oh wait, you're waiting for Witcher 3? Oh, that's so cool. I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Right on.
The Witcher 3.
The Witcher 3.
So yeah, let us know in the comments about that crap. It's not crap. It's good stuff.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. I'm Justin. With me are these people.
Go play God Hand.
God Hand.
That's his name. Go play God Hand.
Yeah, that's his
Yeah,
name.
that's my name. I'm gonna make that my name now.
Nick, I guess. Guess I'm second. Nick plus
Yep.
it.
There you go.
Shauna.
I'm Justin. We did it.
Yeah.
Woo!
My statement
Alright.
still stands. Go play God
Yeah,
Hand.
go play God Hand, and
Yeah, that's his name.
we'll talk to you next week. Until next time.